years. So since you started, you have had an incredible journey of growth, right? You started with your very personal missions. We hope you learned something that was incredibly relevant to you, that was not just relevant to you, but also relevant to the world. That's why we say Tomorrow University is a place where the world is the campus. It's about being the university, being united in diversity.
Today, you are becoming alumni to TOU, and because you chose this very special university, you already have a natural inclination to lifelong learning. So what new can I tell you about this? Maybe this: your job is not done by continuing to learn every single day. In fact, you have a much bigger impact if you start creating environments, such as this one here, for others, where lifelong learning is possible. With your leadership style, you have the chance to create space for curiosity.
Roger Federer, one of the greatest to ever play, had a career winning percentage of about 82. So that means in almost 1 in every 5 matches, he lost. And even in his wins, he made hundreds of mistakes, unforced error, missed opportunities, shots that went wide. He only won 54% of the points in these win matches. So his genius wasn't avoiding mistakes. His genius was using the next point to correct the mistake, to gain momentum and keep playing. That is the mindset you need now.
I believe I speak for every graduate here today when I say, we thank you. We are grateful for your support, for sharing your knowledge with us, for inspiring us, and for having faith in us from the very first moment.
And this ultimately is what makes working at Tomorrow University worth working at, is working with you. You know, we have, I think, a really strong education model, but ultimately it's you that really builds that. Seeing your ideas from, NGO impact platforms that you're just independently trying to develop, female empowerment circles, eco escape rooms, you're all bringing up ideas and concepts for changing the world that I don't think any of you think on singular issues. You're thinking systemically. You're thinking about transforming systems. And witnessing you do that on a day-to-day basis is absolutely incredible.
And now, actually giving my first speech ever, I realize that this is just the start of another chapter. We're leaving here not with all the answers, but with the mindset to ask better questions and the courage to act on them. So as we step into what comes next, let's remember this. Each small action we take from here, every conversation, every idea, every act of courage, might be the next butterfly effect that sparks real change. Thank you, Tomorrow University, for helping me find my wings. And to all of us, let's rise together and keep choosing the small actions that truly matter, so we can create a world we know is possible.
Throughout your journeys, we witnessed you inspire one another and create sustainable impact. Yes, within your assignments and capstones and sessions, but even more powerfully outside the classroom. You were the ones who kept showing up again and again and again. In live sessions, at immersions, at the parties after the immersions, online from across time zones, and in real life whenever you could. You showed up for your peers, for your community, for your mission, and for your dreams. And this is precisely what, in my humble opinion, the world needs right now. An ecosystem of change makers who are willing to show up what truly matters.
They say education is what remains after you've forgotten everything from your exams. That makes us a very special group, because we never had any exams. This was not a program where you could hide behind a textbook, cram the night before an exam. Instead, we learned by doing. Working on real-life projects, tackling real challenges, applying what we learned immediately to our jobs, ventures, or in our communities.
You have all of these ingredients. You have the purpose, you have a direction, which is so important because it helps you not just to choose the next job, but you can align everything you do with what you believe in. And this will not just make you more successful in your career, it will make you also a more fulfilled human being. You have learned a lot. We have challenged you as much as we can, and you mastered those challenges. That's the reason why you're here. And then you are not alone. You are here together. And learning is not about just reading something from script, but the best way to learn is actually from each other. That's what you're doing. But you're doing more than that. You're actually collaborating and together collaborating for change.
Being you is enough. And by being you, you have the most kind of energy you can give to the others, and you can really inspire others to also shine as you do.